Hey y'all, what's going on? So, yesterday I was on here, I was just a mess, right? I was crying and, um, I was upset because the real estate agent had told me, we were trying to first auction our house off. No, lotto our home off. And we found out you can't do a lottery because it's illegal gambling. So I was like, what? You can't even lotto your own house off? And, me and Doc don't do anything illegal. So I'm like, okay, well, check it out. I am not going to be doing any illegal gambling. So let's find another way. So we thought, okay, we'll auction our house off, right? And so I was like real excited. We're going to put these packages together and people are going to auction. I'm going to get the price that I want for my home, and somebody is going to be able to walk into a free house. Well, we found out that you can't put packages together for an auction. You have to go to an auction house. You can put your house up for auction, but of course, all the entities have to make money off of your house. Ain't nobody paid a mortgage payment, right? Ain't nobody gave me a dime for the mortgage payment. But in order to auction it, I got to pay somebody to auction my house off. So I added up all the fees and it would come to like almost $127,000. No, no, no. So, I met with a team because we're trying to figure this out. And, they're, it's real funny. We want to buy your house. All of them calling. Okay. Then I learned that they call people because they're trying to figure out if you in trouble. Is your house in foreclosure? No, my house is not in foreclosure. I'm trying to sell my home. And people are like, well, why your home hasn't sold? Well, probably because it's the largest one up here. And then I give some perks about my house. Not only is it just one house like everybody else up here is selling, I have two homes on my property. Yes, both of them have kitchens. Yes, both of them have laundry rooms. Yes, both of them have their own front door entrances. Okay, so I have what you call an ADU built on my property. They're calling it next gen, but it's originally called an additional dwelling unit. Normally you have parents or, family friend, or your family is big enough and you use it for an office or what have you. Okay. So I have an ADU. It's a 2-bedroom ADU. I have a pool bathroom with a shower. We were just about to put the pool in, which we have been trying to do for some years, but we have these 4 things called children. Okay. And they need some things sometimes, which stops parents who really love their kids from doing things. So, me and Doc decided that, hey, let's live debt free, right? And so we put our house on the market, and it was a bad time. Oh, I got something in my hair. And it was a bad time to put on the market. And so, oh, what is that? It was a bad time to put it on the market because interest rates were up. And, people can look at it and it's beautiful. It was built the same time all the other houses around here that are selling, but they're less money. Now, I wanted to explain that really quick, okay? And people don't listen to you long. However, I did the house that sold, that's 5 houses away from me, sold for $452 a square foot. Now my house is on the market for 1.5 and some change. Okay. It was on the market for 1.6 and then we moved it down, came down, and we came down to 1.525 million. Okay. And so that is the lowest square footage per square foot up here. So my neighbor just sold his house. His house is smaller than mine. He doesn't have an ADU, but he have a swimming pool. Now look, I realize that people are buying houses for pools, but you can't live in a swimming pool. You can live in an ADU and put a swimming pool in. Okay. So he sold his house. His house is 22,987 square feet. He sold his house for $452 a square foot. So you do the math. $2,987. It comes to roughly around $1,350,000 and some change. He sold for $452 a square foot. Now, if I sell for $452 a square foot, which is the exact same as my neighbor, my house, 1.977 million. Okay, $1,977,000. If I sold for the same price, okay. So I said, okay, so that's the latest one that sold. It sold on October 17th, 25, right? So then I went down and I got one from, let's see here, from 4/21/25, earlier in the year. They sold for $438 a square foot, okay? Their house, when their house sold, it's smaller than mine, okay? $438 a square foot, and they sold for $1,050,000, okay? Now, if I sell for $438, it's gonna be 1.9 and some change, okay? Same exact price, okay? These houses are like, one house, the furthest house is 5 houses away from me. Okay, these other two are 3 houses, 4 houses away from me. So then I just did this last one. I also did one at the end of 24, 7/26/24. It sold for $410 a square foot. Okay. Now, see, if I sell my house for what these other people who are the last 4 people, that's how they get comps. They do what's comparable in your area. Now, if you compare my house to any of those houses, ain't none of them got an ADU. Okay? And some of them, the prices I gave you, they don't even have a pool, right? You can enter on both sides of my house. You can drive into the backyard. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patios. Okay, it has a pool, bathroom, and shower, although it does not have a pool yet. 7 bedrooms, 2 in the ADU, 5 in the main house. Okay, it has 2 kitchens, 2 laundry rooms, 2 everything. Okay, of course, the main house is much larger, but it's connected to the ADU because we, didn't want to be walking in the rain if we had to get back to the ADU or if we had people over, and in inclement weather, we didn't want to have to be walking in the weather. So we thought about that and we attached it to the main house. Okay, now we own an acre, okay? And then people still want to lowball me. Now yesterday I was crying because I was upset, right? But see, when I start crying and I'm angry, I start working and finding stuff out, okay? So now guess what? Love Club is going to have a new branch, okay? It's going to have an area that we call home giveaway, okay? And this is what's going to happen. I'm going to raise money, okay? Buy houses and give them away. That's what I'm doing, okay? So if anybody wants to help me do that, you're welcome to help me do that. But let me call somebody to the carpet, okay? Magic Johnson, I heard you yesterday on Channel 5. You coming out with this new magic music, okay, to calm yourself down. And it's a free music that everybody can get, okay? Just Google Magic Johnson and his free music that he's giving away, and you can get it electronically, I'm sure, with all the technology that we have. Magic Johnson, I'm calling on you, bruh, because you said that you want to help others make their dreams come true. Well, here's my dream. My dream is to have a real estate agent that gives away homes. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, y'all. I don't. All you can do is come up with an idea, dream, and do it. And I was so angry yesterday, okay, because the real estate agent that laughed at me and said, hey, the only way that you can get people to help you with you getting what you want for your house and being able to give your house away is for people just to give you the money. And nobody's going to do that. And then laughed. Well, it wasn't funny to me. Okay? It was not funny. And yes, I cried, but when I cry, I get busy and I find stuff out. So now Love Club, I'm working on it. We're going to have a new part of Love Club, okay? A new branch, okay, that teams up with people to give homes away to those who need homes, okay? And if you sell your house, let's start a new way. Come to Love Club Realty. We will raise the funds to sell your house and give it away, and you still get market value for your home. Okay? So here we go. All you can do is just try. So I'm putting my Venmo up on every single platform, and it's called Give. So I can give a house away. I'll get what I need, and everybody's like, but it's going to help you. Of course. Okay? It's going to help me to give a house away to somebody. And I've been trying to sell my home the traditional way and found out that really there's a lockdown on selling your house. Okay? You personally can't auction it, and you personally can't raffle it off. Okay? But I can personally ask y'all to give, and we're doing it through Venmo because Venmo gives everybody's name. I don't care how much you give, okay? I just need to get to market value, and then I'm going to give my house away. Now, if we go over market value, I'm talking about if people give and it goes over what my house is worth, I'll buy another house and give it away. Now, how about that? And then and then I shouldn't say everybody. I'm pinning on the one person who said it, the realtor who said it. And Lord knows, I wished I could remember her name. Anyway, I got upset. And when you get upset and you first meet people, you can't remember their names, but I'll find it out. Okay. And so I am asking for people to just give. Okay? It has to be no strings attached. You're giving, not wanting it back. Okay? But I'm doing Venmo because Venmo, gives the names of everybody who gives, right? You can't stop me from giving my house away to people who gave to me to pay the house off and give it away. That's not a lottery. They giving me money to do what I want with, okay? And here's what I want to do with it. I want to pay off this house and give it away. Now challenge that.